All right. Let's transition over to the Chicago Bulls, man. For those of you who don't know, I am a huge Bulls fan. I love the Bulls. Been a fan for a while, and being after years of just disappointing seasons, it's finally good to see a team that's so exciting to watch, like offensively and defensively. They're just look more live. They're having a good rhythm. They're minimizing those turnovers. The turnovers were a big thing the previous years, and they minimize them now. And they're just forcing a lot of turnovers too. At the moment, as I mentioned, it's November 23rd, and they are second in the Eastern Conference, behind the New York the New Jersey Nets. Are they still New Jersey? The Brooklyn Nets. Sorry, I need to keep up. They're behind the Brooklyn Nets, with a record of 12-6. They lost three at home. They lost three away. They lost last night, but that kind of has a little bit of an excuse because that was a back-to-back game and there's no Vooch. So let's just kind of talk for some players. Zach Levine still looked like an all-star, man. Him and DeMar DeRozan, who they acquired in the offseason, they are the best duo in basketball at the moment. They have scored the most points amongst two teammates through these many games in the season. And what I like about this is, like, now that DeMar is getting more of getting a large amount of ball share. That's the word I made up, ball share. He's getting the ball a lot. Zach Levine is having the less of the ball in his hand, and I like that because usually when there's a high usage rate with Zach Levine, there's a high percentage chance they're going to turn the ball over. I think Zach Levine can score, no doubt about it. He can go to the rim and make anything happen, but sometimes you got to get rid of the ball for him because he can make those costly turnovers at times. But don't get me wrong, they all do. But it's just my history with Levine in the previous years is he does it a lot. Vooch, as I mentioned, wasn't at the game, I believe, due to COVID protocols. I think he got COVID or been exposed to something. He's been a great addition. He was acquired last season, halfway through the season, and he's kind of fit in really well as the big man of the group. It's not like he's just like a big man only. He does other things too. He can pass. He can shoot threes. It's just unfortunate that I had to get rid of my favorite player, Lauri Markkanen, and he's at the Cleveland Cavaliers. I hope he's doing much better there. I hope he's happy and shining. But having Vooch as the big man was just a better idea because Lauri, he was just more of a catch and shoot kind of guy. That's how they used him. He just wasn't aggressive at the rim. But Vooch, defensively, he's good, and he can take care of the post. One of my favorite acquisitions would be Alex Caruso. I like to call Alex Caruso. Alex Caruso was acquired from the Lakers, and he wanted to stay with the Lakers. The Bulls gave him an offer. The Lakers said no. Alex even said, I'll take less. Lakers still said no, and the rest is history. So, like, it's kind of a little bittersweet that, like, he was willing to stay with his team, but I'm glad he's on the Bulls, man. He was literally a steal in this entire acquisition, and I mean that literally because he is leading the league in steals, and he's just such a great dude to watch play, dude. He can tack the rim super well, and he's a great defensive piece. He's what's helping this defense shine. And something that really shines is probably one of my other favorite acquisitions is Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball came from the New Orleans Pelicans, and I used to be a Lonzo Ball hater. A lot of it had to do with the fact that when he got drafted, his dad, LeVar Ball, was kind of putting the spotlight on him and making him an easy target to pick on. But now that kind of drifted off. Lonzo's finally grown up, and I've always thought him as a good defensive player, very long, very lengthy. But I also liked how good of a overall true point guard he can be. Like, he can facilitate the game and control the ball, and that's what we were missing with the Bulls last year. No one was really a true point guard. We had some shooters, but who was taking care of the ball? And he was doing that. And just on top of that, the defensive skills is just like a bonus. Lonzo's also improving his shot. There was a statistic where they looked at his 3-point percentage, and it's the highest it's been since he's been in the league. And it could just be with this play style, or this new offense, and this new overall team is just helping him shine better. So I asked for a Lonzo Ball jersey because he was the one of the biggest missing pieces, and it's fulfilled the Bulls. In the draft in the first round, straight out from the University of Illinois, And from Chicago, we got Ayo Dosunmu. I didn't really watch him too much at Illinois, but Illinois is a very great team. It was very well coached, and he brought those talents straight to Chicago. I see this kid improve every game, it seems like. I remember watching him have a career high, and everyone's so involved and so happy to see him progress as a rookie. And I could see him being a first team rookie if he keeps this up. He's a nice piece. He has a good shot, and I think he'll continue to succeed if he keeps going on this trajectory as a player. Another first round pick would be Kobe White. Kobe White was injured for a while. He had a shoulder injury that took him out the season for a while. He came back a little slow, but then he got his groove back against the Pistons, I believe. He started to shine a little bit with Vooch being gone. Maybe there's more ball for Kobe White for his return back to the Bulls. And then lastly, I want to give a shout out to my boy Matt Thomas. Matt Thomas was acquired as well, and he came from the Toronto Raptors, I believe. And I actually went to college with Matt Thomas. Matt Thomas went to Iowa State. He was an Iowa State basketball player. I had a class with him. Real nice guy. I'm glad to see you on the Bulls, Matt. Expectations for this season? I really do not have any expectations. After missing the playoffs so many times in a row, my only expectation is go to the playoffs. That's it. I don't even care if they get eliminated the first round. That's okay with me. This is a work in progress. Like, Billy Donovan is a great coach. Oh, I think my camera just died. So I'll kind of wrap this up. Billy Donovan's a great coach. I seen what he's done at Florida, what he did at OKC. He makes players better, and this is just a step forward. He makes multiple steps forward. If we get eliminated in the playoffs first round, I guarantee we'll be better than the next year. Maybe I believe we'll have an issue with DeMar DeRozan's contract of him returning the next year, but they'll find a way to make it work because with Arturas taking over the behind-the-scenes stuff, I feel confident that we'll make things work next year, whether it's a trade or an acquisition. So I believe in Billy Donovan, and first-round exit doesn't bother me. Shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to the conference finals. I'm just saying. Well, I mean, being this disappointed for so long, I'm down for anything.